Hello and welcome to another edition of PSA Thursday. It's PSAs by this guy. Boom! It's me, Chris, in the flesh and blood of all this. Anyway, this weekend is Halloween, and I have to put out a PSA about Halloween safety because it behooves you to be safe this Halloween. And if you wonder what things like behooves mean, just look it up, because I'm not going to sit here and explain every word I use because I like to say behooves. Anyways, speaking of hooves, if you're going as a horse for Halloween and you're the fella in the back, make sure the dude up front does not eat beans for dinner. I'm just saying, it's a common courtesy, but not everybody will abide by the rule. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is trick or treat in the neighborhoods that you know. Or a neighborhood you don't if it's super rich and you think they have like full-size candy bars. Because, I mean, let's just be honest. That's what you go for, is the full-sizers. You don't go for the minis. They're good and you're appreciative and you're like, oh, thanks. But when you get that full-size candy bar, you're like, yeah, you, sir, will not be toilet papered this year. I don't condone that, by the way. Anyways, tip number, what am I at, 3 now? Tip number 3. Always check your candy. That was a dramatic pause I was putting in there. Check it. I mean, it may not be as bad as like you hear about with the razor blades and the cyanide pills, but a buddy of mine, somebody stuck an Alka-Seltzer in one day. He ate it. He thought he had the rabies. I mean, he was foaming at the mouth. Looked like somebody had done put him into with the junkyard dog or something. He's like whoosh, foaming everywhere. So check your candy. Wear clothing with like reflective tape on it. I mean, if you're going to go as a ninja, don't be upset if somebody clips you with their Ford Mustang, you know. They're going to clip you because they can't see you. That's not on them. I mean, that's up for the court to decide, of course, but I'm just putting that out there. If you're going to be dressed in all black and it's pitch black outside, you know, there ain't no street lights and you get clipped, don't come all boo-hooing about it. I mean, you chose that costume, so choose wisely. Wear stuff that's reflective. Carry a flashlight. Or if you don't got one of that, maybe you could find some road construction. You know them big flashing lights they mount up there? To borrow one of those for the night and maybe like tape it to your shoulder so it's like blinking, you know? Incorporate it into your Halloween costume somehow. Be creative. I mean, people love that kind of stuff. It's just what you do. The next tip is, I think that was it. I don't think there's any more tips. I mean, those are the basics. If you can get those down, you're going to have a good Halloween. And trust me, you want to have a good Halloween. Because if you don't, it's just not going to be good. I know, right? That didn't make no sense. But hey, just do it. I copied that from the Nike Foundation. They gave me permission. I called them up. They were like, yeah, go for it. You know, I'm cool like that. So anyways, have a good Halloween. If you like the PSAs, be sure to subscribe to them. Click like below. Boop. Boop, boop. Looked like I beat my nose, didn't it? And as always, tell a friend.